as well as just in a click of a button, you'll be able to download WordPress and use it easily. So you can build a website using any of the CMS tools. So now what is CMS? So basically it is a platform where the user can manage the content. So if you visit any website, so you visit any website like Wikipedia, YouTube, or for example even intern photo website, right? So you can see all these type of content. You can see text content, that can be headings, that can be paragraphs, that can be buttons. You will see images, videos. So any form of content which you see in website, you will be able to easily create and manage it with this platform. So content management system is such platform, and the most popular CMS tool is WordPress. There are other tools as well like Joomla, there is Wix, okay, Wix. So these are also the second popular platforms. So the first popular platform is WordPress. So this is what we'll be learning in today's class. Okay, so why are we choosing WordPress? So, first of all, it is very easy to use. Then, again, I want to stress on that. So, you need not have any coding skills. So, it's very user friendly. So, you have a dashboard and click of a button, everything is click, drop, drag and drop, and you can edit easily, you can save easily. So it's very user friendly. You can use it in your desktop, in your iPad, in your mobile phones. Yes, so it's very customizable. There are a lot of themes and plugins. Just like how easily in your phone you can keep changing the wallpaper, it is that easy to upload any theme in your website. So suppose you want to have a website for a jewelry e-commerce shop, so you can easily get themes which is already built and customizable for your jewelry brand. So suppose you want to host a education related website, again easily themes are available based on the category of your business, which you can just upload. You can make the modifications whichever you want. You can upload your business logo, you can save it, and done. So this website will be visible to the front end users. So it is also SEO friendly. So what is SEO? Can anyone tell me what is SEO? Search engine optimization. So basically, SEO is the method in which you improve the ranking of your website in the Google search engine. So when we are not using any coding, because usually the web developers, the full stack developers, what they do coding. So each code will lead to your logo, your text, your image, and so on. So even if we are not using any coding, even if you are just using a very simple, easy, user-friendly method, still WordPress is built in such a way that it won't harm the SEO of your website. So that's why they say it is SEO friendly. It is mobile friendly. So that meaning, so even if your website, you have built your website with desktop, anyone using or opening your website in mobile, also all the alignment and the orientation will be good. So the website is responsive. So there is something called as response time. Suppose you type a website URL or open a website, so how fast the website loads. If any website is taking more than 5 seconds, 6 second time to just load, you would just get bored, you would delete, or you could just close the window and go for another competitor website, correct? So if you build a website in WordPress, it doesn't mean that it is very slow or takes more time. So it is quick and responsive as well. So it is scalable, it's versatile, so you can always make modifications. You can just take backups, and you can use the same backup for a different website. There are a lot of options available for you. So there is a large community for WordPress. So again, WordPress, you have two websites. One is wordpress.com and one is wordpress.org. So both of these platforms, you will be getting lot of blog articles. So there are a lot of posts where you can comment if you face any issue. Always there is Google, ChatGPT, and YouTube, but also there are a lot of WordPress communities where people will post their doubts or questions, any issues, and the people among the same community is going to respond or give you feedback on your problems. So in that case, you will be getting a very good support. It is cost effective. So usually whenever you buy a domain and a hosting, you will be given access for something called as cpanel. So cpanel means control panel. Again, what is domain and hosting? This is something which you might already know, but in further we will be covering that as well from basic. So WordPress is absolutely free. So once you have a domain and a hosting, you can just, in a control panel, just click off a button, you can install WordPress. So easy content management. Again, in WordPress, there are a lot of themes, there are a lot of page builders. Again, there is something called as free themes and paid themes. So free themes are more than efficient if you ask me, because again, there also you can customize. So easily you can click, you can choose, edit, and save the data. So WordPress is also e-commerce ready. So you know there are types of websites. So you have a personal website, you have a business website, you have an e-commerce website. So e-commerce website is basically, as soon as you go to a website, there are hundreds of products listed with all the product details. You can just add the product to cart. There is a payment option, there is shipping, so everything is combined. So e-commerce website also you can easily build using WordPress. So that is why most of the people prefer WordPress as their CMS tool. So after understanding what is WordPress, so what is CMS, we have to know, to build a website without any coding skills, what are the key requirements. So first of all, we will be needing a domain, then we need hosting, then we need the content management system, then we would be needing themes and page builders which help us to design our website. So let's understand one by one what each of these are. Okay, so basically, what is a domain? So, domain is a unique address for your website. So, this is the address which people will be using to browse and come to your website. So, again, you would have noticed there are thousands of websites. So, if you want to visit intern photo website, so again, you have to. So, screen is blank. So, how about others? Are you guys able to see the screen? Are you guys able to see the PPT presentation? Could anyone confirm, please? It's visible? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So let's continue. We were talking about domain. So basically, what is a domain? It is a unique address or a unique name which is given to your website. Suppose you visit Intern Forte website, so you have to type internforte.com, correct? So this is their domain name. Anyone typing the domain name will come to your website. So whatever URL you see here, again this is HTTPS. Okay, so whatever you see here after slashes, this is called the domain. So similarly, you go to mintra.com. So whatever you're typing, that particular domain name, you are coming to the website URL. Okay, so that is domain. So anyone who is not able to see the screen, I request you guys to please quit and join back again. There might be some network issue from your end. Okay, so whatever example we took till now, so internforte.com we saw and mintra.com we saw. So do you see all the websites with .com domain extension itself, or you notice a lot more other? So usually .com is the most common and it is highly valued domain extension. So if you have a professional website, if you have a professional business, want to create a professional website, I always suggest you guys to purchase .com. Okay, so again, let's learn what are the types of extensions, and I'll also explain you why I am asking you guys or recommending you to go for .com. So when you're purchasing a domain, so again, where to purchase a domain? So there are a lot of tools. So I'm sure everyone would have heard about GoDaddy website, right? So you can purchase in these type of domain tools. So there's GoDaddy, there's something called as Namecheap, Hostinger, Hostigator. All these websites you can easily go, you can sign up using your Gmail password. So suppose if I want to buy a domain called as Intern Forte, so I'll just type the domain I want and I'll click on search domain. So it will show me what are the available domains. So here you can see here internforte.com is already taken, right? So I'll be getting internforte.in for 1 rupee is what they say. So you can see I can purchase any of these. So there's .com, .in, .co, .shop, .xyz. See even the random names, .digital. But if you have a want to set a professional brand, so of course it should be a legitimate and it should be a top level domain. So that's why I asked you to go for .com. Suppose .com is not available, you can always go for .in. So .in means India. So again, this is country specific. So if you are running a business in USA, please don't purchase .in. So you have to make sure your business country is same. Okay, so let's go back to the PPT. So these are the types of domain extensions. So TLD is called top level domains. So they are the most popular and generic. So everyone will use it usually for their professional websites. So .com, .net, .org. Okay. So always recommended to go with .com. If you don't find .com, go with .net. These both are not available taken by someone else. Definitely go for .in, which is very good. So the next type of domain extension is CCTLD, that is country code top level domain. So these are very specific to countries. Suppose you're running business in India, go for .in. You're running business in USA, go for .us. So .uk, so Australia, New Zealand, based on the country, you can easily choose. Again, all you have to do is just type your business name over here. So suppose my business name is Snack Attack. So it is a eatery business. All I have to do is just type the business name, click on search. I'll be getting all the options. Again, here you can see .com is already taken. But I have the option to purchase .in, .co.in and so on. Okay. So again, there is something called a sponsored TL. Okay, so these are for specific purpose. So again, it is a government website, then you can go for .gov. So if it is an education related website, you are building a website for a university, college, school, any education institutions, you can go with .edu. So like this, you can go for sponsored TLDs, or there is also something called as new. So now before 10-20 years, the websites the number of websites which we saw over the internet was very less. So these are the years where digital marketing is blooming, where internet is made affordable to everyone. Everyone have access to desktop, even not desktop, each and everyone have mobile phones and you have internet connection. So again, it is giving wide range of opportunity to create website and run business online. So again, .com, in .net is all being used by someone else. So there are again new extensions or these generic extensions which are also available. Again, even the random words you will be finding here like .blog, .store, .tech. So we also saw .xyz, right? Very random. So .ai, .online. So my suggestion, please don't go with this. If you have want to buy a domain for practice purpose, or it is not a very serious purpose, and seeing the cost, so the cost is very very less for this. And all these guys, it's for 1 year. Okay, so 319 for 1 year is definitely something it is worth investing. So go with these only if you're not that serious about the business. What I mean is just for practice purpose. When you are learning to build the website, go for it. But once you want to set that border mark and you want to establish your business online, please go with the top level domain extensions or country specific. Again, if it is not available and these generic ones really make sense, then go for it. So for example, there's something called a snackattack.shop, for example. So snack attack is a food website, and shop is usually for e-commerce websites, so it doesn't make sense, so don't go for it. Okay, so there are a lot of options available here. You can easily choose, pick whichever you prefer. Okay, and also if snack attack is not available, there's something called as eatattack.com. So if this is something you're interested, you can just add to cart, you can fill in your details, you can purchase it for 1 year. Again, domain, any domain provider like GoDaddy, Namecheap, Hostinger, Hostigator, any platform you go, it is always minimum 1 year you have to purchase the domain. So I hope we understood what is domain, what are the top types of domain level extensions. So next, once we have a domain, once we have a unique address or name for our business, for our website, next thing we need is a storage space, correct? So even if you want to purchase a mobile or a laptop, so the first thing you see is not the color, the first, or maybe the features also. The first thing you see is the storage. So do I need 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB? So based on your purpose, you would be purchasing that particular mobile, correct? So even for website, after purchasing a domain, so you have to know, so what type of business website you are running, how much storage space you need, and based on that, you have to purchase a storage space, also known as hosting. So what is web hosting? So web hosting is a service that allows you to store your website files and make it very easily accessible over the internet. Okay, so even if you have a domain, it is not at all sufficient. You need a storage space or a server where you can store all the data. Only when you store all the data, you have a proper database, that information will be stored and it will be reflected on your website. Just having a domain, you can't build a website. So that is about hosting. Hosting is also called as the server. Again, there are different types of web hosting. It is very important for you to understand what are these types of hosting, so that you can choose the hosting for your choice or which is more relevant for your website. Okay, so let's go across one by one. What are the types of website hosting? So first is shared hosting. So what is shared hosting? It is the cheapest option available for you. It is good for beginners. So shared hosting is the type of server where you can host multiple websites. So in a single server resources, so you will have single RAM, single CPU. So all the technical configurations. So in same server, you will host multiple websites. For example, in the same laptop, or you have multiple Google accounts, right? So similar to this, I'll show example. So in the same Google Chrome, I have these multiple profiles. So these can be example, for something called as shared platform. So similarly, this is how the shared hosting works. Suppose I will buy a single server. In the same server, I will host maybe 5 websites or 10 websites. So who are the people who prefer shared hosting? Again, if you are looking for a cheaper option, and also if you are a agency or you are a freelancing digital marketer who wants to host multiple websites, all you have to do is purchase a shared hosting, and whatever clients you get, you can just host those clients website in the same hosting. But again, the advantage is cost. It is very affordable, but the disadvantage is, since all the different websites are using the same resources. So any website got any problem, so any website or the website is down or it got corrupted, there is high chances your other websites might also get corrupted. So this is something you have to be precautious about. Okay, so that is shared hosting. So the next type of hosting is the VPS hosting, that is the virtual private server. So virtual private server is like a plus for shared hosting. It's just like your iPhone and iPhone Pro, correct? So it is the advanced feature which you're getting in shared hosting. So what is the advantage here is you're getting more resources. So the performance is better and it is suitable for growing websites. So what happens in VPS here is, so for example, let's say the server size you have of 20 GB. Okay, and in shared hosting, what happens in that 20 GB server, you can host 5 websites. So 5 websites, 20 GB means for one website around 4 GB you can use. That's it. So suppose one website is exceeding 4 GB. Suppose it's say it's using 8 GB. So for other website it will cause problems, correct? Because you are given as a whole 20 GB. So it's your wish which websites should use how much. So suppose first website A is using more than 4 GB, then website B or C should definitely compromise. So this is the management which you have to do. You are the sole you have the sole ownership on the resources management. So that would be a problem in shared hosting. So that's why what they're doing now is they are giving something called as virtual private server. So here what happens is, of course it is like shared hosting, because you will be using the same server for multiple website itself, but you wouldn't know. So whatever configurations and resources they will be um, assigning for you, it will be separated from rest of the servers. So just imagine you go to any bakery and buy a slice of cake. So the slice of cake is in a triangular shape, but you will be buying just a slice or a piece of cake, but you wouldn't know that the cake is actually made of a circular cake. So a big circle cake is made, it is cut into triangular pieces, so just like pizza also, and then sold it to you as one piece, right? So that is VPS. It is also a big server where multiple websites are hosted, but your resources given for your website will be partitioned. So there will be a partition or a separation for the resources allotted to your website and others. So now what happens is they're telling it gives you better performance, because if another website will go down or it gets crashed, it won't affect yours, because the allotment for your website, all the CPU configuration, all the storage space will be separated. It will be dedicated for that website. So that is called as VPS hosting. So what is dedicated hosting then? The third one. So dedicated hosting is the whole server for a single website you are using. So why you use this? Because if there is any website which needs, terabytes of information, so TBs, so lot of information, lot of data to be stored, so you don't want to share your resources with any other website, that is when you have to choose dedicated hosting. Dedicated hosting is very costly, but then you don't have to depend on any other, so there won't be any restrictions, the whole server is for you. So who uses dedicated hosting? So all these websites like YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, where there is lot of data, right? So a single movie or series with high clarity or high resolution will take lot of GB. So to store all that data, and again it is hosted all over the world, so every second there might be thousands of people wanting to view the same series or the same trending movie. So these kind of websites or even gaming website definitely go for dedicated hosting, because you need the whole server for yourself. So next, there is something called as cloud hosting. So you guys would have been aware of all these cloud technologies, the cloud platforms which is blooming from the past 3 to 4 years since COVID. It's like AWS, which is from Amazon. So you have Google cloud hosting platform also. So what happens is, if you don't want to purchase your hosting in, again, GoDaddy, Namecheap, or whatsoever, you can always go with cloud hosting. So here, what is the advantage is, you can always upscale your server or downscale your server. So let me elaborate. So suppose you buy a dedicated hosting. So suppose I am a owner of a gaming website. I bought a dedicated hosting for, say, 10,000 per month. Okay. But since my gaming website just started, there are no much visitors in my website. There are no people coming to my website and playing games on my website. But still, for the hosting people, I have to keep paying 10,000. That would be a business loss for me. But if I choose for cloud hosting, so I have lot of options, so I can scale my resources allotted to my website. So what I can do is, I can understand the trend of visitors of my website, and what I'll say, I can adjust the resources for my website in such a way. For example, Monday to Friday, just give me 15 GB of hosting. So Saturday, Sunday, give me 20 GB of hosting, because weekends everyone wants to play the game. So like this, easily with options, again, just click and add to cart, easily I can scale the resources. Now again, maybe there is a Christmas sale or offer happening in my website, and there are a lot of people purchasing game. So what I do, again, only during the Christmas period from 25th December to 1st January, I will ask, I want more virtual CPUs, okay, because I want the performance and speed to be high. So these are the advantages which you will be getting in cloud hosting. So platforms like AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure, you will be able to get these kind of services for you. Okay, so this is best for growing or unpredictable traffic, just like the example I gave you. So another type of web hosting, it is managed WordPress hosting. So these days, all these hosting providers, what they are doing is, they are giving you a hosting which is already uh, website friendly, and already the WordPress installation is done. So this is the type of hosting where the hosting providers will itself give you the support. So if you're very new, you don't know basics of WordPress, then this is something you can go with. So this hosting is managed by them itself, so of course you have to pay extra. I don't recommend it usually, because WordPress installation is very very easy. So this is great who wants to have a Hazel performance and updates. So like I said, WordPress will already be installed, and even if there is any upgrades or updates, it will be auto updated for you guys. So these are the types of web hosting. So you have the shared hosting, where you have one server and multiple websites can be hosted. You have VPS. So again, it's like shared hosting, but then the resources for you will be separated from other websites. Dedicated hosting is single server and single website only. Cloud hosting is where you can upscale the resources or downscale the resources. You have flexibility, so there are multiple options, so you can decide which is the best, and you can schedule the upscaling, downscaling. So if you have unpredictable traffic, go with cloud hosting. So managed WordPress hosting is managed by the support team of the hosting provider itself, where all the installations updates will be done automatically for you. So I hope we all understood what is domain and what is hosting. Okay, so let's understand how to choose a domain. So like I said, so whatever domain you name you will be having, it will be your business name. So suppose I want to create a website called a Snack Attack. So of course, domain name should also be snackattack.com or .in. Correct? So it should be very relevant for your business. It should be short, because people should remember it. Once people visit your website, they should be able to remember your website or the domain name and then again type it or even recommend to their friends. So avoid numbers, avoid special characters like hyphens, don't use it. It doesn't look professional, and also it's not easy to remember. Okay, and this is what I told you in the first point, the relevancy. So use keywords which are relevant for your website and relevant for your business category. So this is the tips to choose when you're purchasing a domain. Now let's see what are the tips to choose a hosting, that is your server. So you have to make sure whenever you're purchasing a server, it should have a good uptime. So what is uptime? So if you have a phone and you have charged it till 100%, so your phone is up and running. You'll be able to use your phone till the charge is 0% or at least 1%, correct? So that is uptime. So what is the time? So how much time your website will always be running that people can access? So no service provider will be providing 100% uptime, because always there is chances the server might go down. Even if they have unlimited electricity supply, they have backup, they have batteries, again there are chances of some natural calamities, like there can be tsunami or any disasters can happen. So no one will offer you 100%, but there are a lot of companies like even GoDaddy who will offer you 99.99% uptime. So always go with these type of hosting providers. Go for hosting providers which gives you good customer support. Again, if I take the example of GoDaddy, there are people who complain that the service is not good, but there are also people who complain who tell that the service is good. So first have a chat with them, talk to them, see how the customer support is, or maybe purchase hosting just for 1 month, see how they are going to support you, or provide you any recommendation. If you're happy with the service, then you can always extend your plan, or you can switch to a different hosting provider. So customer support is must. Again, there are few hosting providers who provide you customer support only maybe in India time working hours or US working hours. Don't go for it. You should be able to get 24 hours customer support even on the weekends, because when there is a website and you are building website not only for yourself but also for your client, if your client complains to you that the website is not working and it is the hosting provider's issue, then you should be able to contact them and make the website up as soon as possible, because every second or minute a website is down, there are a lot of business loss happening, right? People won't be able to make purchase or contact you. Again, you have to think about speed. So this is where you have to make sure you have good number of virtual CPUs allotted to your server. So make sure there is speed, make sure it's scalable. Again, maybe you purchase just 5 GB storage space. Now you have good number of traffic coming to your website, you want to upscale. So your hosting provider should be able to let you increase the storage space. So that is what it means when I say scalability. Also pricing, again depending on your budget, you can choose what type of hosting you want to go with. So again, these are the factors you have to consider before purchasing a server for your website. So now you have a domain, you have a hosting. So next what do you need is you have to install WordPress. It's very easy. So suppose you purchase your hosting in GoDaddy, just click on the plan which you hosted. So there is an option called as cPanel or the panel. You just have to click on that and immediately you'll see an option called as WordPress. Again, single click on WordPress, single click on install. WordPress is installed easily in your website. Okay. So maybe in another session, I could show the live demonstration on how to purchase domain hosting as well as WordPress installation. It's very easy. So you don't have to again do any coding, or you have to go to command prompt, you have to access your service through commands. Easily just go to click on WordPress, click on install, it will be easily installed in your website. So once WordPress is installed in your website, you will be seeing a dashboard like this. So guys, this is the WordPress backend dashboard. Very simple. So this is the example of a client I have here, bharattamilmatrimony.com. So slash wp hyphen admin. So if I type this after the domain name, so this is the access to the WordPress dashboard. So again, you can see it's very, very easy. You have lot of options over here. So suppose if I want to build a page easily, I can just go to pages in the left hand side. Okay. So I can click on add new page. I can type the page name. So suppose I want a page called as home. That is the first page which you will be having in any website. So just mention the page name and click on publish. Again, click on publish. Okay, you can see here your website home is live. You can just click on view page over here, and this is your home page. I know it's very blank, so what we have to do, we just created a page but we didn't design it. So next thing you have to do is design. So how to design the website? Again, once you are in the dashboard, you will be needing something called as a theme. Okay, so like we discussed, we need a theme and we need a page builder. Okay, theme is for the look of your website. So again, there are a lot of free themes. We will be using free themes itself. So after themes, we will be having something called as page builder, and then we will be needing plugins. So let's go one by one. So again, how to install theme? It's very easy. In the left hand side, there's something called as appearance and themes. You click on it. So in this particular website, I am using a page builder called as Brizy. So like Brizy, there is a popular page builder called as Elementor. I'm sure most of you have heard about it. So popular page builders are Elementors. It's Beaver Builder, DV, WP Bakery, as well as Breezy. So again, what is a page builder? So it's a drag and drop tool that helps you design your website without needing any coding skills. So just like all these editing, photo editing apps which you use, so it's very similar. For website to design pages, you need a page builder. Okay, so page builder is very famous, very popular, and most recommended is also Elementor. So again, based on the budget, you need a pro version of the Elementor itself. So again guys, for all these page builder, you have a free version and a pro version. Free version, yes, definitely you have to install, but then later if you want additional features which is most required for a professional website, you have to go for a pro version also. So again, based on the client's requirement as well as the budget, it's your choice. You can go with free or you can go with the premium version. So as you can see here, let me show you guys. So I'll go to plugins here. So I am using page builder called as Brizy and not Elementor. So we have the Brizy free version here as well as the pro version. Okay, so I already have the page builder installed, and I need a theme, a basic template for my website, right? So for that theme, I will be using a theme called as Astra. Astra is very convenient. Again, it is a free theme. It is very lightweight, and the storage taken by this theme is very less. Most recommended. If you watch any YouTube videos, they'll recommend you to go with Astra or Hello Elementor if you are using Elementor page builder. So the theme is there, the page builder is there. Next, I have created a page also. Now I have to start designing the page. Again, it's very easy. I just created a page called as home. I have to click on edit. Okay. Now here I have an option edit with Brizy because I'm using Brizy. If you are using Elementor, there is an option edit with Elementor. So just click on it. It will take a while. Okay, so I'll just make sure this page template is default because I have set a menu bar here. Okay, so again, very easy. So we were just talking about CMS, right? There's all drag and drop, you just have to edit it. So let's see how it works. So there's a plus sign here, I'm clicking on it. So here there are a lot of options available. Again, this is very, very user friendly. It's very easy without any coding skill. The layouts are already readily available. All you have to do is choose the layout and then modify it according to your choice. Okay, you can see there is light themes, that is all the white and light colors. There's also dark theme if you want to go for darker shades color websites. Okay, so let me take the demonstration of light itself, because usually light is most recommended for business websites. It looks very professional and elegant. Okay. So again, categories, there are a lot of categories here. If you want to add testimonials about your team members, you want to add text, you want to add a call to action button. So call to action is whenever people are clicking on any button and it is leading to action. So for example, they want to book, they want to register to a webinar, they have to book any game, okay, or they have to sign in, sign up, log in. All these is called call to action. Okay, so contact, gallery, so all these options are there. Based on whatever preference you have for the website, you can choose any of these options over here. And if anyone remembers from the previous session, I might have or might not. So for every page, the first section or the first block is called as the hero block. Just like in movies, hero is the main character. So whatever the first block or the first section you see in any website. So for example, again, Intern Forte website. So this is called as the hero block. So this is where you have to make it very clear to the visitors what is your business about. Okay, so here they are making it clear that they want to make your future better with all their certifications and programs. So here already again I have a hero section. All I have to do is click here. I can choose any section of my choice. For example, I'll go with this first one. It will take some time to load. So now again, very easy. You have to click, you have to edit. Okay, so let's take example of snack attack business itself. So I'll write my business name here. Okay, so I'll say, okay, and then I'll say, okay, so I can edit it. I can change the text color. So just select, click on this color box. You can change to any color of your choice. You can change the style, the font style. Okay, you can also increase and decrease the size of the font. So every option you have, it's highly customizable. Again, I don't want this sign up, so I can just delete it. Okay, you can change this. You can change the image over here as well. Just choose the image here. Click on this gallery box. Okay, I'll delete this image. So now I'll of your media files. So maybe I want to upload this. So just let's take an example. Okay, I want to upload this image. I'll just select. Okay, let me just try with this. Okay, because it's already uploaded, it is taking some time to upload that image. So I'll just use this. You can see, I'll just click on select over here. So very easily, I can upload the image of my choice. So again, it's taking time. Yeah, now it's uploaded. So again, this background color also can be changed. So you see this option, I'll go here, I'll click on this option. So I can change it to any color I want. So it is that easy and it is highly customizable. That's why everyone chooses WordPress, correct? So now again, this block is ready. Now I know snack attack delivery and this image is very irrelevant, just example. So maybe I'll place a burger or a sandwich, very tempting picture of a burger here. Now the second block, again very easy. I'll just click on the plus sign again here. Maybe I want to add gallery of my cloud kitchen. So I'll just go to gallery. I'll choose this block. Okay, I'll give a very good heading here that my cloud kitchen is very clean and hygienic. I have professional chefs, and I will be able to easily replace these images. So very easily you can add text, you can add images, you can add videos. If you already have a YouTube channel, you can integrate or you can embed the YouTube channel videos as part of your website. Again, if I don't like this image, I can just delete it. If I don't like the whole block, I can delete it. I can make whatever modifications I want, and if I click on update over here, easily it will be updated. Again, is it something like backend I have to do and front end something else? No. So whatever design I'm doing here in the backend, I can see in the front end also. Okay, so if I go to incognito tab, so as a third person, as a front end user, I can easily immediately see the design which I have done in the backend. So this is that simple. So we have covered what is domain hosting, what is a page builder, what is a theme. Again, guys, here it's not just text and image, right? So you would need a whole functionality. So suppose you need a form where people have to register, or maybe I have a lucky draw competition where I want people to mention their name, phone number, so on, and they have to click on register. So for all these additional features, I need additional plugins. So just like when you buy a phone, there are only limited apps. But then when you want to use WhatsApp, you want to use Instagram, you go to the Play Store and install it, right? For additional features. Similarly, in WordPress also, there is something called as plugins. So any additional features you want, like you want to upgrade, or you want to download, you need a backup. So if you want backup, you have to install a plugin called as all-in-one WP migrations. So if you want to set a header and footer menu, you would need a plugin. So there are hundreds of plugin. If you want to work on your website search engine optimization, there are SEO tools like rank math. Okay, so again, if you want to enable cache in your website, this is the plugins. So for additional features, again free of cost, you can easily install the plugins of your choice and you can use these additional functionalities. So using WordPress dashboard is very, very easy. Hopefully in further sessions, we can have a very detailed understanding in webinars. So if you guys have liked this session, if you think you definitely learned something very good, so please share your honest feedback to Intern Forte team. Also, you can give a Google review on how you liked this particular webinar. So Krish is asking, is hosting basically